My name is Jill Cashman. I'm Account Director at IC Group, and my role here is primarily to lead and manage our clients' promotional and ECRM requirements. So whether that's email marketing campaigns or national or channel marketing programs, it's really looking for ways that we can connect with our clients' consumers, drive relevancy in our communications, differentiate from our competition, and at the end of the day, hopefully have a positive impact to our clients' businesses.
My name's Paula Kapp. I really work within the software development side of the company, making sure we have technical solutions, services that meet our clients' needs and are really forward-thinking and always innovative so that we're providing services that are valuable to the market. We've really taken a look at making it more prominent to focus on the new business development, so providing the sales leads that our account services and sales teams require.
Melissa Medio, Group Account Director at IC Group, and I manage key core accounts. The brand managers will be able to see what are some of the key players in the industry looking at doing, like how are they collecting information, Google, Yahoo, YouTube, what's happening and what are they looking at as they are growing technologies, and how should that data be collected and used, and where it can help brands drive their business.
Kelly Kruar, Senior Vice President of Strategy and Business Development, and my job is primarily to bring in new clients. We think of ourselves as a technology company. We built over the many years technology that has become the ground underpinning of most promotions, loyalty programs, and now CRM solutions. Clients sometimes think of us as a creative agency, think of us as an insurance agency, and then in many cases they're thinking of us as the entire strategy around their entire marketing product.
My name's Duncan McCready. I'm with IC Group LP. I've been a partner of IC Group since 1995. Really here to support our account teams and our sales teams and really help our customers reach out and connect with consumers in meaningful ways.
I think it's great to have the thought leadership of folks like IC Group who are looking across the landscape from direct advertisers to brand advertisers to a variety of categories and verticals. Having an event like a Digital Day opens up the dialogue, and quite honestly, it changes the dynamic of the relationship from vendor to partner. And having been on the brand side and actually worked with the IC Group, that's one of the things that I really valued about that partnership is that dialogue, because you end up thinking about problems across the landscape, and from a partnership perspective, how does it solve a business problem?
Some of the personal relationships we can create with the client to understand not just what benefits the brand, but also the people that are operating those brands. Make some special connections so that the work becomes a lot more fun, more engaging, but ultimately we start to see where they as people and well as companies want to go with their digital experiences.
What I like about our services and products is that we merge the marketing with creative and technology, and it's kind of the best of all worlds. And being able to do that and constantly innovate every day within the digital channel is something that we are doing, so we can continue to drive impact with our consumers and brands within that space.
We work in the sweepstakes, the instant win, the collect and win, the probability game space. As we've evolved over time and as we've gotten better and better at different things, we've also looked at providing services in loyalty. So massive loyalty programs.
We're all trying to learn, and that's the beauty of the digital space. It's constantly evolving and changing. And it's about collaborating and sharing innovative ideas and bringing in thought leaders who can really start to get a good conversation going about where we should be taking our customers and where they want to go with their consumers. And I think it's these types of opportunities are great for IC Group. It'll help us improve, and it'll stretch, how we service our customers, which is pretty exciting.
More recently, we've looked at marketing CRM. So using data to make decisions, to really be able to connect better with that end consumer, to know what their needs are and to know what they want and what they're looking for, to tailor the best experience for those consumers.
Our focus is helping brands reach consumers, and we're trying to influence consumers' purchase decisions along their path to purchase by motivating them through engagement strategies, promotional strategies, and loyalty strategies.
IC Group's vision for the next 3 to 5 years, I would say, would be to continue to grow within the digital space and probably even diversify beyond what we have been doing and specializing in the last 10 years. It's really a way to look at how we can leverage technology to enhance marketing and bring even more exciting programs that's going to drive results for our clients.
We want to support them in the goals that they're trying to achieve. And in the day-to-day of any company, in this case a CPG, they get caught up. There's always fires to be put out. By bringing those innovative thought leaders to them, and by in one day capturing all those ideas, it's really a chance to excite them, to provide that knowledge and to provide that expertise to the majority of the team that we work with there.
You just can't have over the phone. You can't have it in a 1-hour meeting. You can only really have that in a truly immersive event. So it's fantastic to see IC Group, leading the way and providing that thought leadership.
Well, Digital Day is a very big opportunity for IC Group and its client to get to know each other better and helping both educate them, but as well as the industry.
I think finally, digital is leading in all of marketing.
Digital has made things possible that were not possible in the past.
It's just a completely different world.
You know, what excites me, I think, the most is just the fact that there is so much new across every aspect of the landscape.
I think for many, many years we had a lot of different promises of what digital would be.
Like radio, television in their infancy. When it first started, people were looking at it, reading books. As it grew, as it's evolved, people started using it to actually communicate.
When MSNBC first came out, I remember everyone saying it was the convergence of television and the internet, and that was in 1995.
We're positioned in a place that we could really evolve, and it's really the ideas that drive it. The small shops that you're seeing starting up all over the world are making huge impacts globally. They're changing the world in terms of how they do social media, how they do digital marketing, how they do online media.
I think with that comes a lot of the cool factor, and everyone wants to be there first and do their own thing.
What people, I think, across the landscape are waking up to, whether those are brands, whether those are agencies or companies like Radium One, is looking at that evolution of where the landscape is evolving to.
And I think the thing that excites me the most is watching how the consumer path changes along with all of the changes in digital.
We're getting to that point where it's really almost a one-to-one conversation. You know, I envision the day when we can talk to millions and millions of consumers.
And I think the true roadmap is going to be, it's going to pave the way by those marketers who are willing to experiment and learn from what's working and what's not in the space.
Digital is all things now. So your television is digital, your smartphone is digital, your computer, your laptop, your tablet. So I feel like we really are starting to live in the digital world that we saw the promise of.
I look at my kids today and the ability that they have to communicate across the web, to find things that are relevant and important to them. It's a very exciting time.
It's not just new sites, it's still new technology, there's still new business models being created, and there seems to be a kind of a new understanding of how to harness the capabilities and the power of the web.
I look at it as an exciting frontier that's to be conquered, to explore it, and to build strategies that make new things possible.
And it gives companies and brands the chance to continue to adapt and evolve their strategy. That to me is exciting.
finally we can have a real conversation with consumers.
It's really providing them that glimpse and that spark to excite them to take those learnings and do a better job.
And that gives us a leg up when you're really trying to come up with the solutions and not just meet the objects of the company, but the objects of the brands and the people that are operating those.
Social media is an important part of most brand strategies today, but a presence isn't always enough to turn likes into real benefits. That's why IC Group has brought their interactive promotions to social and mobile media. We integrate promotions where your consumers already spend time, making it easy for them to participate and spread the word quickly. After all, we all want to share our fun. Even consumers in tough-to-reach areas can easily engage with your brand. Not only does this motivate your consumers to buy, but it turns them into advocates who form a strong brand community. And all the detailed insights you get from your consumers will help steer your long-term marketing strategy.
Full Throttle Frozen Blue Demon. Cold Crib Catalog. Check out the free stuff this month.
I think it's a very smart and strategic decision that IC Group has made to work with their clients and create an opportunity to have an ongoing discussion across all elements of the landscape. And the landscape is so complicated, and there's so much interest right now in taking advantage of, let's say, new opportunities, whether it's social media, whether it's mobile, whether it's a new direction for email marketing and targeting. And I think there's a real desire for knowledge and for conversation, whether it's a brand manager, whether it's an advertising agency, whether it's a very vertical specialty, or even from a broader standpoint. Everyone is really interested in trying to figure out the new landscape and how to best kind of harness the power of that and the opportunity that it creates. And that can't happen with a linear discussion or dialogue. It has to be encompassing, it has to be involving. Experts need to be brought in to kind of share their knowledge.
IC Group is a full-service digital agency with specialties in promotional, loyalty, and CRM marketing. I think we really use the founding principles of promotional incentives to deliver relevant programs and drive required behaviors for our consumers.
We've grown by leaps and bounds. At our core, we are a promotions company. We are that partner with our agencies, with the clients that we work with, that can get people excited, that can really do a large promotion well. I think we'll continue to do that, but we'll get better and better, and whatever comes into the market, whether it's something that's completely brand new, we'll continue to innovate and make sure we're able to offer that same excitement around promotions 3 to 5 years from now.
At its core, marketing and promotions are about great ideas. It's not about where the channel lies. So a lot of times what I'll hear is, I want to create a Facebook, or I want to create something in social. And my mission is really to help everybody understand that good marketing starts with a great idea, and then you take that great idea and you put it into different channels. You don't start with a channel and then try to come up with an idea. And I think that's one of the things that most brands have to start to think about and get back a little to their roots of great ideas are what win, and consumers connect to ideas, they don't connect to channels.
The brand managers will take away some tools that they can apply hopefully tomorrow and the next day. And it'll give them the tools to at least start the conversations about how to be innovative across the web and to really drive consumer engagement. I think we're going to find a lot about content and how important it is and how it needs to be relevant to consumers. And I think we're going to give them some good tools for them to be able to activate in that way.
There is nothing in today's world that is more important than relationships and building those connections that are lasting and trusted. And it's these kinds of things that help foster very good partnerships. And we look at the partnerships with our clients as core, and the relationships are key to those. And we're taking a particular view of digital and how it's integrated into the whole cause marketing space. So we're going to go through the principles of cause marketing, how it's done well. We're going to talk about lots of case studies and hopefully help people understand the practical application of the theory.
I hope that my presentation will take all of the trends and busyness that's happening in technology and boil it down to simple ways to make the web work for them. So how their brand can reach their consumers in really simple ways that are aligned with consumer behavior today. I think digital days create a lot of momentum and excitement, and then from that momentum, change often happens. I think it's very easy for brand managers to stay focused on the metrics that they're measured against every single day. It's important, it's a part of their job. But to take a day and step out of the office and look around and see what's happening in the digital space oftentimes ignites new behavior changes and testing in the new exciting area of digital. So I think it's really important to keep doing things like this.
I think brands will get a chance to see the social and conversational landscape and hopefully learn a little bit about how to market as a brand in a conversational world. I think it's important for everybody to stay in touch with the constant state of change. So these types of days are perfect for that.
The real benefit is people taking away new information and then thinking, innovatively and strategically about how they can embrace that, utilize it for their own business, and figure out, let's say, new ways and new platforms to do their job, even better and with better results.
I think there puts a large onus on advertisers to have really great content and great creative. Would you want to watch this as a consumer? I think a lot of digital campaigns that are successful are taking a previous idea and then taking it, one or two steps forward. And I think that's how we're seeing digital evolve, is that, okay, they use this technology, but then how can I make it a little bit, more advanced or more creative? And so I think these days sort of facilitate that discussion of sharing best practices, and I think you can learn from your peers and other companies the best. So we can all bring our, expertise to the table, but then really learn from each other.
Making sure your message is connecting with consumers can be tough. Brands can spend big on advertising and not always be sure which strategies are working. Nothing gets people excited like a chance to win. So many brands launch interactive promotions to increase sales and track participation. But creating the right promotion can be a challenge. Promotions that don't immediately engage consumers lose attention quickly. This is why IC Group designs and executes integrated interactive promotions just for you. With over 400 million gameplays of experience, we'll create the promotion that's right for your brand and connects with your consumers. And when your brand wants to dream big, the security of IC Group lets you turn those ideas into mega promotions that give you an edge over competitors. Best of all, you'll get to know your consumers using deep insights that help you stay relevant with messages made just for them.
Group H Power.
Well, I think our vision has really changed from being not just a promotion agency, but one that's really truly strong in CRM. So I think our vision is really focused on CRM growth and really taking our clients' CRM databases to the next level. Not just about collecting the data, but truly understanding what the data means to the brands and to the business, and how to then utilize that to segment their audience, create one-to-one communications, really get in behind the scenes with the consumer so that that relationship becomes one of value.
Gone are the days where you have to advertise to masses, and now you can get really, really personalized. So with social media, we know so much about what people like and dislike, and then with web viewing behavior, whether that's search traffic or video, you can really get down to exactly what that consumer wants. And I think it's really powerful when an advertiser can deliver that exact message or need to me as a consumer. So I think that whole layer on top of marketing that you can get down to the individual is exciting.
We also have a lot of opportunity to really learn from our consumers. It is a space where we can really connect from them and learn from them because there is two-way dialogue in some of the channels, and it's immediacy. So we can learn from that immediacy, and we can also learn from the immediacy of the metrics that we're able to get. It's pretty well in real time.
A better understanding of how to harness real-time data and where they can look at this treasure trove, essentially, of dynamic data that not just Radium One has access to, but how we pull it together is, of course, I think very much different from the marketplace. But looking at this and saying, hey, here's where opportunities exist. Here, as a brand manager, is how I need to think differently about the space versus just looking at doing a pure media buy. How are consumers using, how are they sharing with friends, and how can brands find a way to leverage that immense sharing data and surround it with an appropriate brand message versus interrupting it.
We offer, a lot of core services starting with database management and the insights that can come out of that. So collecting data is certainly key. Certainly other core things that we offer are what will drive that database through acquisitions, whether it's promotions, loyalty programs, etc. So it's really about having the right technologies to gather the right insights and information about consumers in order to help clients speak better and more relevantly to their actual consumers.
We have so much great sharing data available to us today as ad solution providers and as brand marketers that coming away from this and seeing that should be a huge benefit. The other is looking at something as simple as an API and seeing why an API is important as a distribution strategy. I think that takes people and starts to make them think differently about their role as a marketer.
Building a tribe of loyal consumers can be challenging. Many brands launch loyalty programs to help grab people's attention and increase sales, because who doesn't love collecting points to earn rewards? These programs can get people excited about a brand, but saving up enough points to claim a reward can take forever. These programs can be difficult to maintain and can even flop. This is why the team at IC Group created a completely results-focused loyalty solution. We do more than just reward a purchase. We help brands build meaningful and profitable customer relationships. We plan, develop, and execute integrated loyalty solutions that engage consumers fast, give them concrete incentive to buy, and more importantly, become loyal advocates for your brand. Best of all, you'll get to know your consumers better through vast and deep consumer insights that can help steer your long-term marketing strategy. Here's a brand who thinks communicating with his consumers isn't important. He thinks they need and will buy him no matter what. The brand doesn't pay attention to what's really important to his consumers. He doesn't even remember their names. It's no wonder his consumers are leaving him for the competition. IC Group's marketing consumer relationship management can take this brand from zero to hero. Your consumers will have an improved, more relevant experience with you. They'll buy more of what you want them to. And will share their experiences with friends. Marketing CRM is consumer-focused. The close connections you build with your tribe of followers will improve your business in so many ways.